This video is sponsored by Phoenix Pharos cards. If you need supplies of singles or splits for Cardfight Vanguard, especially the ones in the video, do check out Phoenix Pharos cards today, and as a bonus, use the promo code MetaNerd to get an amazing 5% discount. And with that being said, let's get on with the video. Greetings YouTube, welcome back to the MetaNerd channel. I am Marcus, bringing you another video for Cardfight Vanguard DivineZ. In this video, we'll be going through the last of the quick start deck, which is going to be Lyrical Monasterio. That will be joining in the main booster set products starting 2024, which is a huge change for Lyrical Monasterio, and hopefully we will get more players playing Lyrical Monasterio, because at the moment it's just very sad. For Lyrical Monasterio, we have Marlean, which is an elf for some reason and not a mermaid. Marlean is basically like Bermuda Triangle in the early days, where she just bounces unit back to hand and superior call them. It's a little bit similar to Estasis, but of course Estasis can only activate her skill when you personal right, as well as going into the grade 4. But this unit doesn't really care about that. She can just bounce something back and call something out to attack. Without further ado, let's take a look at what Marlean brings to the stage. First and foremost is the grade 1 Rideline. We have Heartwarming Lorica. Although when this unit is rolled upon by resolve to sing until the end Louise, choose up to one grade 2 or less normal unit from your hand and call it to Vanguard circle. If you call a card, search your deck for up to one card with the same card name as this unit called by this effect, reveal it and put it into your hand and shuffle the deck. Second skill, continuous Vanguard circle. During your turn, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Marlean in its card name, this unit gets 5k power. First off, I think this is one of the more complicated grade 1 Rideline that we see so far. It has a longer text too. You are able to get the same unit that was being called by this skill from the deck. Is very nice. The main key point here is that you are able to superior call a PG to the field and get another PG from the deck to the hand, which is super nice. And considering the fact that this whole deck actually do have skills that return those cards into hand, it's just free. It's very free without costing any counter blast or soul blast to get this kind of interaction. It's just really great. Other than PG, it depends on how your hand looks like. You could search out your main key pieces that you might want in multiple quantities, but at the same time not really. Depends on how you basically draw. Depends on how your hand looks like, to be honest. But the fact that this unit can search out PG while costing nothing is just disgusting. Also, this card being a 13k unit is whatever. Every single quick start deck has this, so we're just gonna move on. For the grade 2, we have resolve to sing until the end Louise. Although when this unit is rolled upon by a grade 3 card with Marlean in its card name, choose one of your rearguards and you may return it to hand. If you return a card, you may call this card to Vanguard circle. Second skill, continuous Guardian circle. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Marlean in its card name, this unit gets 10k show. Remember that you call down the PG, you can just choose the PG and return it back to hand thanks to this unit skill. Although you do need to wait until turn 3 to do that, so it's very dependent on if the opponent do have stuff that retires your rear guards. But of course, it's basically testing your knowledge on how well you understand the opponent's deck. If the opponent do have a board control card, it's best not to search out the PG. Otherwise, it's just 1-for-1 trade. It's not really that worth it. This card is a very neat plus engine, because not only are you able to filter the deck for the same card name pieces, you are able to return whatever is on the board back to the hand, as well as set up herself to the field, which she herself is a 15k interceptor. It's just very nice. However, that's where this card kind of lost its value. For that one turn that this unit is able to superior call to the field is where she's very useful. Other than that, after you intercept her away or this card gets retired away, you might not be able to get her back, at least from what I understand of the card pool for Lyrical Monasterio. Not really that great outside of that one turn that she's on the field. That's pretty much it for this card, sadly. Next, for the boss unit, Love Core Marlean. Active Vanguard circle once per turn. Cost Counterblast 1. Search your deck for up to one card with the same card name as this unit. Reveal it and put it into your hand. Shuffle the deck, and this unit gets 10k power until the end of turn. Second skill, Auto Vanguard circle. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, cost Energy Blast 4. Choose one of your rearguards, return it to hand. Choose up to one grade 3 or less unit card from your hand. Call it to open Vanguard circle, and it gets 10k power until the end of turn. So this is like a very basic Bermuda Triangle boss unit skill with the added personal right skill, as well as power bonus bonus is just very nice. And it does features the bread and butter skill of Bermuda Triangle's bounces unit to the hand to do stuff. This whole deck is able to dish out 4 attacks, which is kind of the standard of all quick start deck, with the exception of Stoicheia and Dragon Empire. Those 2 decks are still stuck at 3 attack, which is kind of good, kind of bad, depending on how you look at it. This unit is able to dish out 4 attacks like all the other decks out there is okay. And it also basically allows for a more complicated play, I would say, which we will talk about later in the video. Of course, there is going to be a grade 2 card within the deck that basically gains power whenever she's being called from the hand during battle phase or something, because each and every quick start deck do have this kind of support card. That card is of course going to be the main target that you will want to call by using Marlean's skill. Of course, there are going to be other cards out there within the Lyrical Monasterio card pool, which we will talk about that later. But for this boss unit is quite the standard. It's a very typical quick start deck boss unit. I mean, every quick start deck is meant to, you know, teach newer players on how to play Vanguard, and this is basically like a shining example of it. Very good stuff, to be honest. And of course, the card that each and every quick start deck gets that is going to gain a 10k, Playful Scribbling Seere. Although when this unit is placed on Rigor Circle during your battle phase, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Marlean in its card name, this unit gets 10k power until the end of turn. Very straightforward. It's basically what every single quick start deck will have, but of course with different methods of activating the 10k. This is going to be the main attacker for the whole Marlean deck. She's going to be a 20k to 30k attacker when she's being called mid battle phase. Other than battle phase, she's not going to activate her skill and she will just be a 10k vanilla, which sucks a little bit, but considering that you are able to return her back to hand and Sapiro calls the same card from the hand to the Rigor Circle, is just very, very nice. Nothing really much to talk about this card. I mean, it's a very straightforward card. So for the existing support card for this whole Rideline, first one is of course going to be Yuika. Yuika is like the one stapler card for Lyrical Monasterio that is really good, because not only is she able to return stuff to the hand, depends on who you call in the front row, can be the PG that you call from the grade 1 Rideline skill. It's just very good. And if of course your opponent is grade 3, whenever something is called to the same column as this unit, not sure if you need to call it in the front row, this unit will be a 13k booster. Super nice card. And the fact that this card is like very expensive at the moment speaks a lot of volumes. It's just a really good card as a generic support. The next card that we have is of course going to be the cycle card for Lyrical Monasterio, due to that you are able to get draw power out of it from the cycle skill, as well as, you know, providing a power buff when you personal right. Whenever she's being placed onto the field, you're able to counter blast one and give Vanguard the skill to provide your front row with 5k power, which is very nice and synergize extremely well in terms of, you know, bouncing stuff to the hand and Sapiro calling them, because whatever unit that you Sapiro call will definitely get the 5k power bonus. It's just very good. The next card that we have is this grade 2 card that I find to be somewhat okay. So she can be an alternative attacker for the deck, because whenever she's being targeted by the Vanguard to Sapiro call to Rigor Circle, she's going to be a 15k attacker if I am not mistaken. And whenever some other stuff is returned to the hand, she's able to give a small 5k power to the Vanguard, which is very nice. Of course, it depends on how you look at it. She's decent enough to be played inside the deck. I'm not too sure, but small 5k here and there is gonna, small 5k power bonus from each and every card is gonna stack up like really quickly, especially if you have multiple this grade 2 card here on the field, and you once you return something to the hand, your Vanguard is gonna get 5k. And considering that this unit doesn't really cost Counter Blast, Soul Blast, or even Energy Blast, it's a decent card to run, at least in my opinion. The last card that was actually recommended by some of the Lyrical players out there is this card right here. I forgot what her name is. She basically acts as a 5th attack combo. Yes, I'm actually surprised myself that this deck is able to make a 5 attack combo. Yeah, very disgusting. Not only are you able to make a 5 attack with this card, you are able to gain a soul as well as a draw from the 5 attack. Although it's very specific in terms of what you can call with this unit skill, because you can only call a grade 3 unit from this unit skill. So you will need to be careful whether or not you have a grade 3 in your hand. But then again, we're talking about grade 3s as well as Yuika here, so it doesn't really matter if you call out your personal right. And that is all for this video. Do let me know down in the comment section of what do you think of Marlean as well as her band of mermaids slash idols. Do like and subscribe if you like this video, and of course during the bell notification icon so that you don't miss a video I upload. With that being said, I'll see you all on the field.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.